Welcome to Hypastar, a home for the super famous. There are Hollywood stories, and then there is the legend of Robert Downey Jr. His life didn't begin on a red carpet, but behind the scenes, on the sets of his father's films, where a young boy wandered through clouds of camera lights and cigarette smoke, watching actors transform into other people. Robert John Downey Jr., born April 4, 1965, in New York City, didn't choose the spotlight. It chose him the moment he opened his eyes. As a child, Robert acted in his father's indie productions, learning early that cinema was equal parts magic and chaos. By the 1980s, the world noticed him. Films like Less Than Zero and The Pickup Artist revealed a raw, magnetic talent that critics couldn't ignore. And when he stepped into the role of Charlie Chaplin in 1992, the industry held its breath. His performance earned him an Oscar nomination, and for a moment, it looked like the young actor was destined for a flawless rise. But destiny has a way of turning sharply just when the path seems clear. The fame, the pressure, and the freedom of Hollywood collided with Robert's personal struggles. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, addiction pulled him into a spiral that nearly ended everything. Arrests, jail time, headlines that grew darker with each passing year. There came a point when studios refused to insure him, when doors that once swung open now locked shut. The boy who grew up on film sets was suddenly a man who might never step on one again. Then came the quiet turning point. In 2003, with determination and the steady support of Susan Downey, the woman who would become his wife, he began to fight back. Sobriety wasn't just a choice. It was war. And he won it. 5 years later, a role appeared, one the world now associates with him so strongly, it's hard to imagine anyone else ever attempting it. Iron Man. Tony Stark. A genius billionaire with a broken past and a rebuilt future. It was a risk for Marvel Studios, a gamble for a man still recovering his footing, and a chance that no one could predict would ignite a revolution in cinema. In 2008, Iron Man premiered, and Robert Downey Jr. didn't just play Tony Stark. He became him. The film launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a franchise that would reshape the next decade of blockbuster storytelling. With each film, Avengers, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, his presence grew. He became one of the highest-paid actors in Hollywood, a global icon, and the beating heart of a universe watched by billions. But even after stepping out of the metal suit, Robert's story continued to evolve. In 2023, he took on the role of Lewis Strauss in Oppenheimer, delivering a performance so sharp and layered that it earned him the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. It was more than an award. It was a full-circle victory, redemption made visible to the world. Today, he continues to create through Team Downey, the production company he runs with his wife. He practices Wing Chun, meditation, and lives a life built on the discipline and clarity that once seemed impossible to reach. He is a husband, a father of 3, an artist, and a survivor of his own past. This is Robert Downey Jr., not just an actor, but one of the greatest comeback stories Hollywood has ever witnessed.